everyone. Hi, it's Teresa with Critters Crochet, and joining me today is my friend Sarah from One Hook, Two Hands. Hello,
Hey,
Sarah.
Betty.
And so we are going to wait just a minute and see how many we get to join in here in a few. Please make sure that you comment in the chat and let everyone know that you're here. I see a number when the numbers come up, but I don't see who it is, just a number. So make sure you say hi or something in the chat so that we know who is joining us. And I guess, can you see the chat, Sarah?
I don't think so. I don't think on my end I can.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Well, I'll just have to read them when they come up. Oops, I lost you, Sarah.
Hold on. I was trying to, okay. I was trying to it sent me a second message and then it did something weird. So.
Oh, okay. There you are. Okay. I thought maybe we lost you. I was like, no, we're just getting started. So we've got 4 people so far. Yay. Say hello. Let's see who's here. Just some real quick housekeeping before we get started while we're waiting on everybody to pop in. I do have super chats loaded and there's a goal at the bottom. So if you're able and would like to support Critters Crochet with a super chat, I would really appreciate it. If we reach the goal today, I will do a, hey, Ray Jackson, hello, hello. If I reach the super chat goal today, hey, Lori, hey, Nishi, woo, Nishi's here, yay. All right, I'm so excited. Here's Rachel from the Thrifty Crocheter. Hi, Rachel. So what I was saying was super chats are open. If you are able and would love to support Critters Crochet with a super chat, go ahead and do that. I would really appreciate it. Hit the like button and leaving those comments really helps. Oh, there's our Mishi super chat. Woohoo! All right,
Thank
I am
you.
going to I'm sorry.
I absolutely support Teresa because I'm going to be honest. She has really helped me out so much. So guys, please help her out.
Thank you. I'm going to write these down because I need to keep track of who, because I'm going to do something special with everybody that does a super chat today. I'm going to draw a name from each. If we reach the goal, then I will draw a name and one of the out of all of those that did the super chat, and we will have some happy mail sent to that person. So yay. So all right, we're going to go ahead and get started. We are here today with Sarah from One Hook, Two Hands, and I have to apologize to Sarah because every time I say her channel name, I say 2 hooks in 1 hand, and I'm like, wait a minute.
I wait for it. I love it. I wait for it.
I do it every time, and I always look at your channel name and read it to myself so that I don't do that, and I do it anyway.
That just makes it all the better.
Yeah. So, well, good. I'm glad you're a good sport about it because I just feel terrible when I do that. Let's see. We got anybody new? Nope. Okay. So what we're going to do today, I've asked Sarah to come on and with me today, and we're going to interview her so you guys can get to know her better. If you have any questions, I'm going to ask her some questions, but if you all have any questions for Sarah, feel free to put them in the chat and she'll be glad to answer those. So let's get started with question number 1. All right, Sarah. So first and foremost, where did you learn, or when did you learn, and how did you learn to crochet?
So I've been crocheting since I was 15 years old. My great grandmother, Beaver, and yes, that was actually her last name, Beaver.
Huh. Oh, neat.
I learned to crochet, and here's the cool part. I'm right-handed. She's left-handed. She was left-handed, and she taught me how to crochet left-handed because that's all she knew, but I wanted to learn from her. I didn't want to learn from somebody else. I wanted to learn from her. And so I learned how to crochet from her left-handed and then flipped it to my right because I'm faster on my right. And but she's from West Virginia. She's actually my step grandmother, but in our family, there's no such thing as steps. There's just family.
Yeah.
And so, I have family all over, and But down in the holler in West Virginia is where I learned.
Oh, there you go. That's awesome.
It's a country music song waiting to happen somewhere. But
Right.
but it was great because it was one of the things that my great grandmothers were able to pass on to me. And the one thing one of the regrets I had was not being able to learn to quilt from my other great grandmother who quilted, but her hands weren't good at the time. I started being interested in wanting to learn. So I was really specific when I could. I wanted to learn from the great grandmothers that could teach me. And so I am very grateful for the gift because it's kept my sanity.
Yes.
and been a great companion over the years.
Yeah, isn't that wonderful that crochet does that, I think. And you're so blessed to have had your grandmother to help you because I've told on my channel before, I don't have them right here oh yeah, I do. Here they are. I inherited, these are my grandmother's steel hooks.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I was given these by my mother just a few years ago. And a couple years ago, and I was never able to learn from my grandmother because by the time I was able to, she was not mentally able to teach me. And so like I said, I learned from watching YouTube. So that's a blessing that you have, that you were actually able to learn from your grandmother. So yeah. Hello. Let's see. Oh, Mishi. Mishi is a new member. Yay. Members. Yes, memberships for Critters Crochet are open. And I am planning after the holidays, because it's just nutso crazy right now. But after the holidays, I do plan on doing a lot more for membership. So if you would like to place membership, that would be great too. Glad to have you as a member, Mishi. Yay. Okay. So let me think. Your grandmother taught you how to crochet. And you were how old when you learned how?
15.
15. See, that's awesome. I wish I could have learned when I was younger. I was probably in my late 30s when I learned. So
which is how old I am now. So I've been doing this for over 20 years now.
Wow.
And it's like, it doesn't seem like it's been that long, but I think that thing has kept me sane over so many insane circumstances.
Right.
But I'm extremely grateful because I want to, again, it's just been that thing that has helped me as I've gone along,
Yeah. Yep. Let's see. I thought I saw a question. Yeah. Ray asked if you could freestyle and read patterns.
I can. So I am one of the people that I can look at a picture and figure out how to do it.
Wow.
I tell everybody, everybody has their area, and in mine is crochet, and I think crochet. If I can't find a pattern, for example, there was something I put up on my channel. Well, I did have I had the diagram pattern for that one, but it was the granny square chickens that I do.
Oh yes, those are so cute.
I didn't have a pattern for them. All I had was a picture.
Wow.
That somebody had done. And so I looked at it and figured out roughly what it was. It kind of smoothed it out over time. And then, like I said, now I have the pattern and I just keep going. And so, and I have a lot of patterns I've made that are a little more complicated. So those will probably come into my channel once I've got I'm trying to get basic skill sets on there too. That's why I started with the granny squares, because you got your simple stitches in each of those. And I think I'm going to either clip out the section where I'm really teaching the stitch, or just do some videos of me of just doing the different stitches, so that I just have that soundbite clip.
Yeah. Right. Sarah, if you would, can you see the chat or no?
I cannot see the chat as far as I can tell.
Okay, let me see. They're asking for your link to your channel.
Wait. I can now. I found it.
Oh, good. If you'll type in critter, just CRITTER. If you'll just put critter in the chat, it'll pop up your link for everybody.
I'm on.
That's okay, Mishi. If you're lurking, that is perfectly fine. I am so glad you're here. And Shannon at the Spoonie Stitcher is here. Yay. Hi, Shannon. Ray was taught by her grandma at 5 years, and she's 58 now. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. Shannon's already linked your channel. My amazing, wonderful moderator that she is. There it is again. But hey, that's great. And this goes for all of you guys too. The ones in the chat. If you have a channel, go ahead and type the word critter. Let me put it on here on the screen. Come on. Type in the word critter and it will pop up your channel so everybody can check your channels out. So there's Mishi's channel and Sarah's channel's on there. So good. Okay, so what is your go-to yarn? Like, you can tell us your favorite brand, your favorite weight. What yarn do you like to use?
So, oh, that's like picking a favorite child or favorite song. Like, I just,
it's hard.
So it's kind of like, in general, just like working with yarn process, it's really two. I love this yarn and really the cotton right now from Hobby Lobby. I like all of their yarn. Let's just be real. Yeah. I like all their yarn.
Oh, I do too. Yep.
But I have really gotten into a cotton phase because their cotton is so soft and it doesn't hurt your hands, even though it's 100% cotton.
Yes.
It doesn't hurt your hands. And so I've started like doing blankets and clothing and all of this stuff with them because it's so different than like when you think about your lilies and sugar. And like, no.
Yeah, no, me either. No.
But theirs is amazing to the point that I've started to make some blankets and things with them. And I pretty much own every color in it right now.
Wow.
Because I just really love working with it. The other is Lion Brand. Anything Lion Brand. Or in fact, I really like their ombres. That's what I make my sweaters out of that you guys have seen. And I like, really, those are my two big ones. Now, if you're talking like my favorite expensive, there is and I can never remember the name of the brand, but there is a very special like silk bamboo blend at one of the at one of the like local craft stores that I go to. It's actually over in Cookville. Yeah, Cookville down in downtown Cookville and they have an amazing yarn store. Absolutely recommend them. And okay, side plug for another yarn store too. If you're ever in Lexington, Virginia, which usually you have to be going camping because usually that's the closest thing to anywhere in the state. But they have an amazing yarn shop called the Old Yarn Shop in the downtown that has anything and everything you could want. And I still order my Chanel from them because they are just, the ladies there are lovely. Absolutely love them.
Awesome. Okay. Well, that's great. And again, for those of you just joining the chat, if you have a question for Sarah, put it in the chat. She'll be glad to answer it. What about your hooks? What are your favorite hooks that you like to use?
My favorite hooks have got to be, it's hard for me to pick size because it depends on the project. I hook in general, I would say, is probably my favorite hook size. No matter which
one.
Okay. And I hook a 5.5. But you know, I also really use, basically G, H, I, and J are like the ones that I use the most. Different projects across the board. If I'm going brand, up until recently it was Yarnest, but I would say probably Dots. Like the general. I love my furls, and hear me, I love my furls, but there's specific projects I like to use those on just because of how they're weighted. I like them for my sweaters, and I like them for blankets, or
Yeah.
I don't really like using them for toys or even some of my
Mhm.
smaller projects. They just
Right.
don't, it just doesn't work as well.
Yep, I get it because I feel the same way. I love furls too, but there's just certain things I like to use
Yeah.
with them. So
Yeah.
yep, I get it. I get it. What about your favorite? What do you like to crochet the most?
So I'm a blankets girl
Mhm.
typically.
Yeah.
I had, and I am a create blankets girl. I also like to do toys, and I like to like create my own patterns. I may start with a pattern, but by the time it's done, it's very far off of the pattern
Mm-hmm.
typically with me. Um,
Yeah.
I just started doing things like sweaters and clothes this year, so that's kind of new to me, and I
Mm-hmm.
do enjoy it. But I would definitely say blankets. So I have all of my family. For example, my sister-in-law is very much into Doctor Who, so I did her TARDIS blanket one year for
Mm-hmm.
Christmas. My brother has gotten Slytherin blankets because he's a Slytherin from Harry Potter.
Mm-hmm.
My mom and dad have gotten probably every kind of blanket you can get.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Cool.
And then my niece, which I talk about, I call her Princess 2 because
Mm-hmm.
when she's Princess 2 in the family. From my
Oh,
dad.
yeah.
And that's really the blanket I'm looking forward to the most reaction at Christmas time, because she's seen some of the blocks incidentally, and was super excited about them because I'm doing pink flowers, basically every
Oh.
flower and garden thing you can do, because she's out
Mm-hmm.
her baby blanket.
Oh.
Probably more like a toddler blanket when I gave it
Yeah.
to her.
Yeah. Hi, Blair. We got Blair joining us. Thank you for joining us today. So let's see. I had a question in mind, and then I looked at the chat and it left me. Let me think a second. Favorite yarn, favorite hook, favorite thing to make. Oh, what made you decide to start a YouTube channel, and what do you hope to gain or hope that your channel does? The goal.
Okay, real talk. I was kind of pushed into starting a YouTube channel. I always crochet. Like I crochet nonstop, and I'm always
Mhm.
creating things and always have been.
Mhm.
Um, but I just I don't know. I just had never thought about actually starting a channel. And it's weird because I'm a YouTube podcast girl. Like I like to watch YouTube podcasts all the time.
Mhm.
Um, but one of my friends, and she's also my boss, but she and I have known each other since middle school.
Mm.
And we were talking. She's like, "You really should start a channel," just because. Again, I have a lot of knowledge up here. I grew up with people who didn't really read patterns necessarily, so a lot of it was oral or whatever they passed
Mm.
on. And
Mhm.
so a lot of my knowledge is up here. Yes, I taught myself how to read patterns and
Mhm.
go from there. But um and she's like, the way that you talk about it and the knowledge you have and the way you talk about certain things, you should really, really start a
Yeah.
channel. And I was like, okay. And so I just went home and I just decided to put a short up just to see what would happen.
Mhm.
Like and if you look at that first short, I got over 1,000 views very quickly.
Mhm.
And I was like, okay, this is
Wow.
happening. So,
Yep.
and I kept posting things and just to kind of see. And it's grown from there. And as to what I want to do with the channel, I really want to make sure that it's a place people can come to learn and ask whatever question they feel silly about asking. Um,
Mhm.
because the thing I love about crochet is anybody is invited and everybody's
Yes.
invited. And I
Right.
love how accessible right now it is. Like, thank you,
Mhm.
Dollar Tree. you know,
Mhm. Yeah.
like you can go get a hook and a ball of yarn for 250. Like
Mhm.
anybody can start.
Right. Exactly. That's
And
great.
I want to make sure it's accessible, and I want to make sure you can ask silly questions, or if you need help, I really don't know how to do X thing. Okay, cool. Let's talk about it because I've probably at least tried it.
Mhm.
Somewhere along
Mhm.
the way.
Yep. Yep.
And, you know, if I don't know the answer, we'll find the answer somewhere. But, I
Mhm.
really want to make it a place. And I want to be able to do all parts of it, right? Like like I intend to take and do a live during my craft fairs that I'm doing in November.
Mm-hmm.
I want it to be a place of knowledge, but a place of fun too, because I like doing things. I like taking crochet, like the vintage items, quote unquote, or the old school crochet, and I like making them more modern by like whether it's color or maybe I dress it up a little bit somehow or whatever it is. I like to make it fun.
Yeah.
And so I just love doing that, and I love sharing that with people. And I've always loved sharing that with people, but just had never thought to do it online before.
And here you are. And guys, she just told me she's reached 100. So her big goal is 500. So if you have not checked out Sarah's channel, her channel name is right there beside her name, and her channel is linked in the chat. Go check Sarah's channel out because it's really fun. I really enjoy her channel. Let's see. I'm trying to catch up on. Let's see what everybody's saying. Hey, Connie. Connie's here from Just Another Stitch. Connie and I are doing a live on the 25th together. Saturday at 12:30 on the 25th. Connie and I are going live together. So I'm excited for that. Let's see. Does anyone else have a question for Sarah while I'm trying to think of another one? Go ahead while we're waiting on questions. Do you have would you like to tell us about anything that's coming up on your channel that we can look forward to, or what you're planning for your channel?
Absolutely. So I'm starting to kind of get my rhythm a little bit. Like I said, I'm still filling that out because I kind of just posted just to see, and then oops, now I've got a channel, I gotta do something. But Mondays really are what I'm calling Make It Mondays, where I post something once a week coming out, and there's going to be kind of a little bit of a series over the next few weeks. One of the big things I do is a kind of one size fits most granny square sweater.
Oh,
and the willow granny and square, and you can really throw any granny square into this pattern, but it'll kind of teach how to make the sweater, and it'll probably end up being 3 or 4 weeks just because of what it takes to make one of those. And so that'll be coming out on Mondays. And then I'm going to get back to the granny square book that I like to do, that has all the fun different granny squares, which really is a lot of fun. And then I'm trying to get better with my Fridays where I show off things I've made or ask questions of things people may want to see. I'm going to be posting some polls. Either I have to take some pictures to post these polls, but some bags that I have made, I'm going to put up as a possibility. So I know people have seen should have seen the backpack granny square backpack that I have posted up, but I have several other bags I've made and created from my head. So
awesome. That is great. Let's see. Ray Jackson, she said, what is the hardest thing you ever did? I guess maybe as far as crochet, I'm assuming is what she means.
Hardest thing. Let's see. Trying to think, because what has been the one thing that was just like I couldn't. I think, and this was more because of the emotions going along with it, but was I created a pattern for they're really big. They're like 2 to 3 feet dolls that have the hair that come off, because my Aunt Karen was until she passed, was a 13-year survivor with ovarian cancer, which is extremely rare. She was found in stage 4.
Wow.
And at the time she had 2 young grandchildren. She ended up having 4 over the course of her 12 years. But the 2 girls, because those were the ones that were born at the time, I made dolls that had the hair come off so that they could kind of give them a way,
yeah,
figure it out themselves of what they were going through, basically.
Right.
But looked like my aunt. So I gave it, tried to make it look like my Aunt Karen, and it just really helped all of them. So
that's awesome. Yeah. And then let's see. I think this was from Lori. She wanted to know your biggest challenge that you faced starting your YouTube channel.
I am technologically not very well. I mean, don't get me wrong. For somebody who grew up in the technology age, I feel like I don't fit, but I yes, I can do some basic stuff. But in terms of editing, all of a sudden I go like, I'm not so sure about this, guys. I will see how this goes.
Yeah.
Like that's been probably my hardest part, is like just the technology side of it. That's not really something I would say inherited / was gifted with. That's more my brother. I am definitely more, and literally my brother, he can like create his own program. Like he's that guy. Me, I when it comes to, a lot of my videos are point and shoot, guys. I mean, to be real honest with you, sometimes I can get the clips to work together, and you'll see days where it's like part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, because the clips did not want to go together and I couldn't make it happen. And I got frustrated. So, but that's usually what happens when you see.
Yeah. That I'm not technologically inclined either. And I don't do a lot of editing. I use Canva to put my pieces together for my videos, but what you see is what you get. I don't do a lot of editing either. Yeah. And I think you've already answered this, but you can answer it again real quick. She may have come on after, but Connie at Just Another Stitch was wondering what your favorite thing to crochet is.
Blankets, and usually unusual blankets. Usually there's a theme, or I enjoy making stuff for the person. I am like, I enjoy doing the customized bit, even if it's for somebody I don't know. Like on my store, I got a request for baby booties, and they wanted to have, so apparently it was 2 football team divided household. So one, they wanted go balls on the orange and white ones, and they wanted go Tigers on the LSU ones. So just doing something even that simple of just like that on a project was just fun to me, because it's individualized and it's something that the family will talk about, you know.
Right.
But like my niece, who absolutely like I said, you know, making something for her based, because she's, you know, when I made her baby blanket, it was, you know, more based on what her color her parents liked, kind of thing. But now with her personality, because she's 4, and so just making being able to put together something based on someone's personality, and yes, I'm that person who gives Christmas gifts kind of based that way too. So like,
yep.
I like specific.
Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just like, I like putting personality to it, you know.
She was asking again too, your favorite color of yarn. I don't think I asked you that. So your favorite color that you like.
Oh, it's got to be purple. I'm a purple girl. As you can tell.
Wearing the purple shirt, yes. And do you like, let's see, who asked this one? Oh, Connie, she's got the questions today.
Way to go, Connie.
Do you like mandala or mandala? Yeah. I don't know how you say it. Mandala.
Mandala. I say mandala just because of the ways I've heard it pronounced before, but I really do like mandala yarn. Say definitely a favorite. Now, I like their purple gradient. I absolutely love that one. But as much as that, I also like their interesting ones, like the one that I made my sweater out of.
It's
You
so
know,
pretty. I love that sweater.
honestly, I absolutely. It's an MJ off the hooks design
Mm-hmm.
sweater. Honestly, if you're looking to start doing wearables and you've not done them before, I highly recommend her.
Yes.
Her patterns are really, really easy to follow. They're
Mm-hmm.
straightforward, doesn't overcomplicate it. And I love the fact that when she says her sizes are 2X, 3X, 4X, 5X, whatever, she means them and they're
Yeah.
actually the right size.
Isn't that wonderful? That's
Yeah.
the sweater that I did with my friend Shelly on our train ride that we worked on together. That was one of her sweater patterns, and our sweaters fit perfectly.
I
I
know.
just love that. I love how she can do that.
Exactly. Because that is probably, that always is the biggest, like, okay, is this going to actually be what they say it is? Or am
Mhm.
I going to regret this?
Yeah. Yep. Do you someone was asking you said you were talking about LSU. Are you from LSU or from Louisiana, or you just had family that liked that team?
No, say that was actually an order for one of my Etsy store.
Hmm.
They were doing a house divided, and so I did a custom order that way.
Yeah.
But I'm a Tennessee girl. I'm Tennessee all the
Yep.
way. I'm born and bred, and I am everything Tennessee because it's not just UT, it's ETSU because that's my alma mater. Um,
Hmm.
I love the Tennessee Titans. I grew up in Middle Tennessee for a little while, and so
Hmm.
I've been all over the state, but Middle Tennessee for a little while. And
Yeah.
I was there when the Preds came to town, so I am a big Preds fan. Um, and I also love the MLS team, so I'm everything Tennessee.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's see what else. I'm trying to think what else I could ask you. Anybody else have any other questions? Oh, sorry, my nose is itching.
Yeah.
Um, ooh, my goodness. Um, let's see. I know you joined us in September
Hmm.
with the Battle of the Stitches and did such a great job. I hope you will want to do that
Hmm.
in the future too. Oh, here's a question. Are you I know Connie loves this and I haven't tried it yet and I want to. She said, "Are you obsessed with the wheat stitch and have you made anything with it?"
I have not. Now, I
Mhm.
did see the video, so I am looking forward to making some pumpkins. I just haven't had a chance yet. Um, caught a video the other day of the wheat stitch pumpkins.
Mhm.
Um, I had been up until a week ago. I was mired down in ministry gifts because there was a ministry that um my best friend is really works deep with, and I like to help make what they call agape gifts, which are gifts that they give to just kind of lavish on these women affected by prison. So whether they've
Oh.
been themselves or somebody or they love who's gone to prison, it's just they give this weekend where they just pamper them and treat them really well and uh,
Oh.
give gifts to and give a lot of things to that just to make them feel special.
Mhm.
And one of the things that I do is I make the granny square chickens for the weekend because they have the colors of the weekend always.
Mhm.
And
Oh.
so, and I make several other gifts as well. But
Mhm.
the gifts that you make, you have to make 30 of.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
I made 30 of multiple
Mhm.
things.
Oh, wow. That's a lot.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, next time I agree to do this, remind myself to start at least another month earlier than
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
But
That's me. I have to start earlier and earlier on stuff because I get so busy. Beverly was asking about your favorite hook, and I think you answered that earlier with it's the eye hook. Beverly is her favorite
mhm.
hook. Um, Shannon, the Spoony Stitcher, she was wanting to know. She said you made the Glinda Wicked kit, but do you like Wicked or Wizard of Oz? Are you a
I
big
do. And hear me, at heart, I'm an old school Wicked fan. Like, I'm like the original. I really love the original movie.
Mhm.
I like, I guess because it reminds me of like the older era of movies,
Mhm.
and it just has that feel to it, like that intangible feel. And I love that kind of era of stuff. So definitely, I'm a book person.
Yeah.
Definitely that. I've not gotten into the musical as much, but that's been more because of how my health is. When it came out, is kind of when my health started going down,
Oh, okay.
and so I feel like I've missed about, in some ways, about 3 to 4 years of pop culture.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Or just because of, it's not that I haven't seen it necessarily sometimes, although with Wicked there is that, but I've not, it doesn't stick.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
I know how to explain it, is it
Yeah.
doesn't stick like,
Mhm.
because again, mine's a nerve thing and a brain thing, and
Mhm. Yeah.
it
Yeah.
just is what it is.
Let's see. I think I saw one and then I missed it. Let me go back up here. Oh, no, I guess I didn't. I thought I saw another one. Oh, Renee is not far from Jackson, Tennessee. Girl, you are in my neck of the woods. We're going to have, I'm not going to talk about it on here, but we're going to have to talk.
Yeah, we
Yes.
the
I
Tennessee
tried.
girls gotta get together.
Yes. I tried to meet up with Sarah the first weekend in
Really bad weekend.
September. Yeah, the first weekend in September, I was in Gatlinburg. She's over in East Tennessee, and I tried to do a meetup with her, and I'm so sad because it didn't work out. Our schedules just did not mesh, and so hopefully before too much longer, I'll get to meet Sarah in person. But yeah, Ray, we need a private message. That's so cool. She wants to know, do you like crocheting with 4-ply yarn, or have you done smaller ply yarn or thread?
So like I said, I've basically done everything. I do like, so again, it kind of depends on what project I'm doing, right? Like if I'm doing a blanket, typically I'm going to want to have my 4-ply for that, or my worsted weight for that, because it just, if you're making a blanket, you need that at minimum. If you've watched any of my haul videos, you know I like the squishy chenille and polyester yarns.
Yeah.
I just love the feel of them. And yes, I have done the more delicate things as well. I haven't broached it because it's been a while since I've made them, and I need to kind of review the pattern before I even think about doing it. But I've done things like, I don't know if you've seen the Asbury Beret pattern out there. That's kind of a lacy pattern.
I don't think so.
But I've done that with 1, 2, and 3 weighted yarn. So it again, it kind of depends on my project and what I'm doing. And I kind of have to think about a project if I buy the yarn, because I'm thinking more about the yarn than I am the project. And then I have to think about it. Like I did get some of the Hobie yarns I got that I'm excited to do something with, but trying to figure out what the right project is for them is a little interesting because they're a little thinner than I thought they were going to be, even though of what they were weighted. So because I got a cotton linen blend yarn. It's the Azio one that they just recently came out with, or Arzio. It starts with an A and it has 2 Z's and an O in it, but it's a linen cotton blend, and it's a little bit thinner. And they only had 2 patterns, which was surprising on there.
What was the site? Was that the name of the site too?
Hobie.
Oh, Hobie. I missed that. Sorry.
Yeah. So, which is unusual for them to only have 2 patterns out on something, even if it's a newer yarn. So I am kind of trying to, I think I'm going to do something different because they did 2 wearables for it. And I'm thinking about doing like a drawstring purse pouch kind of thing with it.
Oh, okay.
But with a design. I'm just kind of playing now with what I want to do, or thinking about what I want to do before I actually
Yeah.
try that out with them. But I think they would work well with that.
Connie also is asking if you've ever, do you knit or do you just solely crochet?
So technically, yes, I do know how to knit. Hear me. Technically, I know how to knit. When I first learned to knit, I think I was using the wrong size needles for me. And so I think that made a difference in my experience with knitting, because it kind of put me off of it. I think I just had too big. I think they were too big for what for how I was learning and that kind of thing. The difference for me right now between knit and crochet, even when I learned originally, and it was probably 3 or 4 years after I learned to crochet, is that it took me a year to do a scarf in knitting. The same scarf would have taken me literally a weekend in crochet.
Yeah.
So I kind of actually want to get back in it. And if you watch one of my more recent haul videos, I did break down and I bought some of the 2 basic circular knitting needles from Dollar Tree, just because I feel like the size fits more my hands, at least just a starting place. Because I know me, once I get started, if I really like it, I'll get the more appropriate tools. But you know, as a starting place, I bought those. And once we get past the holidays,
that's it.
Here and there's a lot going on between. I've got 2 fairs in November, and there's some people who've been making requests, plus stuff that I'm doing for my family. So between all of that, I'm just trying to get it through the holidays before I really start on anything intricate.
I can't knit to save my life. I don't know if it's because I'm just not coordinated enough with both hands or what it is. But I've tried it, but I have started learning to Tunisian crochet. And that's been fun.
That is also on my to-do list. And I have a couple of the needle or hooks for that. Say it is there is a reason my store is called One Hook Two Hands. My channel, One Hook Two Hands. And like I said, I've always done better with the one hook part.
Me too.
But at the same time, like I do want to give it a proper go, because I feel like I was really young when I did it the first time. And so I was probably 17, 18 when I tried to learn knitting. And like I said, I did it. And technically I did complete a project.
Oh, okay.
I did complete that scarf.
That's good.
But I did the scarf.
You've done better than me. Much better than me. Someone asked if you have ever felted a project.
Okay. I have felted a project. It's been a long time. I do have some yarn that I bought with the intention of doing more big felted bag with. I bought the wool for it. Like I said, it's not something that I automatically go to, but it is something I know how to do.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. I've never tried it. I've been wanting to, but haven't tried that yet. Something I thought about, and Shannon and I have talked about this before, but do you have any associated with crochet? What are some of your pet peeves? Things that just drive you crazy?
Okay, I'm a texture girl, just straight up. I like how things feel is important to me. And I'm actually trying to use up all of my stash that I don't really like right now.
Yeah.
I am at the place where I'm able to afford, what I want, but I've been gifted yarn and some other things. And so I'm trying to use up what I have of the things that I am not as comfortable with, so that like on it's done. And so texture's a big thing. Like if you're gonna get me yarn, I guess I would say pet peeve. A lot of times I'm like, either know my brands or
Yeah.
just give me a gift card and let me go get it myself.
There you go. Yeah.
Because again, textures are a big deal. As much as there are certain shades of colors that, yes, they are the only ones that have them, and it drives me nuts that they're the only ones that have it in that exact shade. Red Heart isn't, I'm not a fan, and it has nothing to do with, like, I know what a lot of people, it's the texture.
Yes. Yeah.
It's rough. And yes, you
Mhm.
can make it soft, but it takes a lot to make it soft. And anything I make in Red Heart, I probably wash 10 times before it ever leaves me and goes out into the world.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Because I make it soft. Um,
Do you have a stitch that you just will not do? Is there any certain kind of stitches that are like, no, never?
Not so much on a stitch. I will say I hate, and again, we all say this, but I hate weaving in the ends. So anyway, I can get around it.
Yeah.
If you watch, if you hear me, I always say I weave them in at the end, y'all. I'm not doing it until I have to get to the end because
Right. Yep.
or I crochet over them in a way. I will
Mhm.
do it in a
Yeah.
heartbeat. Um,
Yeah.
I first, but I do weave over them
Mhm.
or try to crochet over them if I can.
Yeah.
Um, in terms of stitch, I don't think I've ever met a stitch that I just won't ever do.
Mhm. Maybe,
Because
well, maybe a technique, maybe not just a stitch, but a certain technique that you just, no, don't think I'll ever do that.
I never say never because there's things that I've come back to that I'm like, I didn't like it originally, but then I loved it.
Oh,
So,
well.
you know,
Mhm.
um, and honestly, it's it's like the invisible join, for example.
Mhm.
Younger, I just thought it was too much of a fuss. Like, what? Why it doesn't? Nobody's going to notice that in a project. Like, I didn't. Why?
Yeah.
But um, now I use it all the time, especially in my blankets.
Mhm.
Especially the more intricate ones, like a lot of the patterns I'm doing for the flower blanket. Or like I said, it's really hard to find something I don't like doing
Mhm.
in crochet other than weaving in the ends. That's the really big, the biggest pet
Yeah.
peeve.
Yeah. I'm
Um,
right there with you.
the only other thing I can think is anybody shaming anybody else for either joining or what they're doing. Because, like, like I say all the time, crocheting is for everybody. Everybody's welcome, and whether that's men, whether that's
Mhm.
children, whether that's whoever, like everybody's welcome.
Yeah.
And so
Right.
I don't put up with the why are you doing this? Da, da, da. No, I
No.
don't have time or energy for that.
Right. Right.
I'm more
Yeah.
likely to go, okay, how are you doing that?
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. I'm right there. Just no, the negative has to go. We get enough of that out in the world.
Yeah.
Don't bring it don't bring it here.
No,
That this should be a place that's fun, enjoyable, and where we can come together and help each other. Don't bring
I,
that in. Yeah. Um thrift, let's see. Rachel was asking if you block your granny squares.
yes. Now, hear me. There are a few projects that I say that it doesn't really matter for. For example, like the chickens. Honestly, it's they
Yeah.
stretch out anyway. They're going to do their
Right.
thing. But when it comes to specifically, now I may not block all of my granny squares for like just a simple granny square blanket.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but for something like the granny square sweater that's going to be upcoming for the more intricate granny squares that in fact if you
Yeah.
I kind of have to reach over here so I'm trying to make sure you don't topple as I do. uh, but like for these granny squares, absolutely
Ooh.
you, you have to block it for the flower to really stretch out and
Right.
get it
Those
flat.
are pretty.
Um,
Those are gorgeous.
and then this is the
Mm-hmm.
style. But you really need to because it they lay better.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
especially now, would they do that over time with washing? Absolutely. But
Yeah.
it's difference. Again, same thing for the sweater. Because it's a sweater. Because it's a sweater. And I'm going to
Mhm.
emphasize anytime it's a sweater, you
Yeah.
definitely do that because it's going to make a difference when you
Right.
put on and the drape and size. Because hear me, when I say it's a one size fits most, this is your big comfy sweater
Mhm.
that you can wear, that you throw on either in the summer and in the fall. Because it's that it has enough breathability to it that it's like whenever. And so
Mhm.
that's it. Um,
Mhm.
I would say, and this is actually one that I'm getting ready to put together, but I also use that willow granny to make this purse.
Oh, cute.
And like, so
Very
again,
cute.
I'll block it before I put
Mhm.
them together because again,
Mhm.
it just makes a difference in terms
Yeah.
of when you go to put it, when you go to fix the lining for that, especially
Mhm.
like,
Yeah.
or for the pockets, you need to
Yeah.
have properly blocked so that
Mhm.
you know, you know how big to give the pocket or the lining of
Right.
the purse. So
Right. Yeah.
and
Do you Rachel was wanting to know if you steam, do you wet or steam block?
so again, it depends on project and it depends on yarn.
Mhm.
So for example, cotton I will always steam. Um
Hmm.
I do wet block some of the acrylics or some, and when I say acrylics, it's more of like the nice acrylic.
Mhm.
I'm likely to wet block. These I steamed, but they didn't really, these you could have almost dry
Hmm.
blocked. Uh,
Uh-huh.
these are made up of both I Love This Yarn and Loops and Threads yarn.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
that's kind of become my other new acrylic that
Mhm.
I a lot of. Honestly, because their pricing is better and a little cheaper, but also you can get more yarn on the roll. So again, I kind of like in terms of quality, I would say I like Hobby Lobby yarn more, but Loops and Threads, I kind of like the
Mhm.
and and some of their colors now because they kind of have like
Mhm.
what I call the vintage colors, and I like that for
Mhm.
things like what I'm doing with my niece, where I want this to be a blanket she'll pass on.
Mhm.
Because part of what I'm doing is I'm making a secondary quote blanket, but it won't be a full blanket, but a block that will be a part of a blanket of the similar squares that I'm making here,
Mhm.
cotton. My goal is to do one to have one block when she's 5, one when she's 10, one when she's 15, and then one when she's 18 to 21
Oh, yeah.
as a full
Fun.
spanning her life. Um,
Mhm.
in different colors and the different flower patterns. Um,
Mhm.
and so again, the cotton definitely has to be blocked, but
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Uh, let's see. Ray was asking if you have your color, is it important for you that the colors you have flow on your crochet projects? Does it flow with other colors?
um, yes and no. I, um, it's got to match in a way. So like whether that is they're all bold colors, like it doesn't
Mhm.
necessarily have to be matchy matchy 100%, but they all have to be vivid if they're going to be, so it does seem like they're together.
Mhm.
Um if I am like, again, for my niece, I'm doing the pink blanket. So
Yeah.
like I am looking, all of them are going to have this like light pink
Mhm.
around the edge of all of them. So no matter what's going on in the middle,
Mhm.
but
Mhm.
I can have 1800 variations of the color pink. Um,
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
uh, you know, if it's something like this sweater, this is the yarn, this is what the yarn did itself. And I love
Right.
it, you know.
Mhm.
Um, when it comes to, other things I've done, matching is not necessarily the way I would call it. I I've done a lot of I mean, growing up, I was in a lot of art classes,
Mhm.
and painting, and so I learned without knowing I was learning color theory. I was learning color theory,
Yeah. Yep.
um, and so I'm one of the people, like, it just kind of comes naturally to me at this point in my life
Mhm.
because I had it so much young. And when I say younger, I mean like even in elementary and middle school, just even in the way that our elementary and middle schools were teaching stuff.
Mhm.
And again, we need to have our art programs in schools. We need to have our
Yeah.
art in schools.
Yeah, I agree.
Well,
Mhm.
we also
Yep.
need back because
Yes.
people need
Yes.
to learn some of these things. Um,
Yes.
there's a reason, but again, it's they have to be matching, but maybe not in the typical way that you think of matching. Like I said, bold maybe, um, or they could be based on a photo. And yes, the colors may not seem like if you pick them out individually, it may not seem like it, but there's a way to do it smoothly,
Mhm.
just like you would see in a picture, or
Mhm.
like I always tell people that some of the best places to get your color inspiration is photography because somewhere out there's going to be a mesh of colors
Mhm.
and they work together out there. Yeah, they'll work.
Yeah.
They'll work in your
Right.
blanket too.
Yeah. Hi, Memo D. She's here. She's asking, do you use a color wheel when picking yours, or is it more random?
So it's more instinct for me. Like I said, I was taught the color theory very young, so it's
Mhm.
like I
Yeah.
just naturally know that purple is across from orange, and so yes, if you can use those two together, but if you use them together, um, you understand that you're doing a very bold contrast. So maybe you go with like a lighter, or like even a peach. Um,
Mm.
one of the projects I'm doing is a granny square purse,
Mhm.
and the pattern, like it's a vintage pattern, and um it's huge, by the way, because they said to do 15 rows in the granny square, and now I'm looking at it going, this is really big.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I chose to do like a peach and a purple with it
Mhm.
versus doing I decided to use some Dollar Tree yarn.
Mhm.
And it turned out really good. You can use those opposite colors. So maybe if you're using opposite colors like on the wheel,
Mhm.
go with one strong and one maybe more of a softer color even.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
or you could do softer colors of both and it will have
Mhm.
a very different feel to it than say
Mhm.
bold or bright. Like I said, I've done it for so long, I just don't know how not to do it.
Yeah. 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 That
um
that would make a good video for you teaching people the
Actually,
color
I
thing.
hadn't thought that is a good idea.
Yeah, that would be a good video. Yeah. Well, guys, I can't think of any more questions, but we've got like 2 more minutes left to be on here for an hour. And I really appreciate my husband, since it's my birthday month, my husband's taking me out to dinner tonight.
Oh,
So,
awesome.
so I just heard him come in just a minute ago. I heard Abby, but my little puppy barking. So we're going
Uh,
out to dinner in a little bit. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think I did catch one more question. Hold on.
Oh, did you?
Yes, hold on. Where was it? It was I hit it and then I
Sorry, guys, if I missed one.
um Ray Jackson. Um, if I don't know something, is that hard for me to ask for help or
Oh,
ask
okay.
somebody? No, because I really was one of the lucky ones. I tell people all the time, if I could let the whole world have my parents, I would, because the whole world would be a better place. I grew
Mm-hmm.
up in a home where asking a question was ex- like, of course, you're going to ask the question. If you
Mm-hmm.
don't know something, you ask. 'Cause
Right.
the question that's foolish is the one you haven't asked, because you can't
Exactly.
find the answer to that one. And
Right.
so, um, you know, it whether that's down at my local craft store or if it's you know somebody else who's been crafting a long time and say, hey, in fact, I think, what was it? There was something I was working on, and
Mm-hmm.
there was 4 or 5 ladies at my church who do crochet, and I just sent them a group message and said, "Hey ladies, I'm doing this thing and it just seems like there's something missing, whatever, help."
Mhm.
Like, am I just not getting it? Like, what's going on? And,
Yeah.
you know, that's the brilliancy of being able to just have people that can ask. And now I have a
Mhm.
better community than I did before.
There you go. Absolutely. Well, again, guys, I really appreciate. I'm gonna have to get off here and get ready for tonight. But spend some time with my husband that we have needed for a while. My time has been so consumed with taking care of my mom that we just need our time. So we're gonna head out and do that. Just real quick. Tomorrow is Wednesday. So it is the third week for Battle of the Stitches. So that means we will be revealing the projects that we've made. It'll be me, Heather at Strings and Threads, Camille from Camille's Creations, and Paige from Paige Loves Pumpkins. We will be revealing, and the voting will be open. And since there's 5 weeks this month, you'll get to have voting open for 2 weeks. And then we will go live the last Wednesday of the month. And then Thursday night at 7 p.m. Central, Shannon and I will be live. And you can catch that on either one of our channels. We are going to go live and do a big birthday because both of us are October Opals. And we're going to have a fun birthday celebration. And so we encourage you guys to come and join us for our birthday live. And I want to thank Sarah for coming on live with me today and doing this interview. I have enjoyed it. I hope you did.
I did.
Yay, good.
Blast.
Yeah, good. So I really appreciate you doing this with me, and it's so nice for all of us to get to know you better. And I hope you have a great rest of your day, Sarah. And we'll be talking soon to get together for some more lives like this. It'll be
Absolutely.
fun.
And
Okay.
I say happy birthday. And I am so I'm glad to hear that things are a little bit on the upswing.
Yay. You said you're an opal too?
No, say
Oh.
I said I've been, and I'm glad to hear your mom's kind of on the
Oh.
upswing.
Yeah. Your voice was kind of breaking up, so I didn't hear all of it. But yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate everybody's thoughts and prayers for her because yeah, she's starting to improve, so that's a good thing. So yay. So thank you guys for being here today. Thank you, Sarah, for joining me today. And guys, if you miss it, share this out. Give it a like. At the when this goes off, if you'll leave a comment under the video, that helps boost people to see this about more. Give it a like, subscribe if you haven't. Go over to Sarah's channel and subscribe to her channel, and let's get her numbers up. And we thank you again so much, and I will see you tomorrow for Battle of the Stitches. All right, talk to you guys later, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye, everybody.